welcome to the channel. This is kind of a more than a review. This is a comparison of a type of cameras. I've been lucky enough to use almost a lot of small cameras in my lifetime, and these are a collection of some of my favorites which I own. I mean, there are a lot of other smaller cameras, but one thing with all of these together is they're full frame, so they take the 35mm film all together. From the left here's Rollei 35S, made in Singapore. Here's earlier Voigtlander VIto IIa with a Scopar lens. Here's Olympus 35 RC, Petri color 35, and Minox 35 GTE. So they're all full frame. I mean, why they are important and interesting, because these are among the smallest, okay, let's not count digital, but smallest film cameras ever made that had, well, basically was almost fully mechanical, almost, because some variations. But, you know, most of these, like this one and this one, Petri and Rollei, they're not much bigger than the film itself. They're very compact. Well, let's go through quickly. I will have do individual reviews out of them, but let's go quickly through why they are here. So here's Voigtlander VIto IIa. It's a full frame 35mm film camera, just a viewfinder, no rangefinder, film counter, and a shutter here with a very nice color Scopar lens. Really nice, very small, not as small as some of these. Here's Rollei 35S. I mean, there's the Rollei 35, Rollei 35T, TE, SSE, the modern latest versions done, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. But basically the same form factor of camera with shutter and speed settings in awkward locations. This is not standard here. This is what I put here myself. Yeah. This one doesn't have a rangefinder, but has a really excellent viewfinder, really bright, easy to focus and aim. Has a light meter kind of separate here, so you need to read from here the shutter speeds and match them here, but purely mechanical, just like this. Even without battery, even if you lose the ability to measure light, you have still a fully functional camera. Excellent camera. I would say the image quality of this one is really superior compared to this one, but extremely good. It has a sonar lens. So going to the Olympus, this has a Zuiko lens. It's almost the same size, slightly bigger than this one, but this one has also a very good lens, less shutter speeds, fully mechanical in certain speeds and functions. It's got aperture automatic priority, and you can set the speed and aperture independently. Got a timer. Well, this one has a timer too, but this one has a rangefinder. Also extremely good quality. Takes beautiful, wonderful pictures. I mean, technically wonderful. There's nothing wrong with it. Slightly bigger than this Rollei. Used both of these a lot during my lifetime, these two cameras. Probably in need of lubrication. This is Petri color 35. This is about the same size as these two. Rollei 35, Petri color 35. This one is also fully mechanical, has a light meter. And this one has also an extractable lens, buttons here. I mean, I will go to details about this, or I'll put a link to some other review of this camera. But equally mechanical and small. I would say this one is maybe mechanically has some more interesting features compared to here, because like this one has the flash socket is in the bottom. Here it's in the top. So I would say ideal camera would have been combination of these two cameras. I don't entirely like the lens of this. I don't think it's such a good performer as these two. But mechanically how the user interface has been done in this one is, I would say, way better than this one. Though the modern Rollei 35s are better, and you get used to using this very quickly. So this Petri color 35 is an interesting camera as well. It's small, fully mechanical. This one doesn't have a rangefinder either, so this one is really good for that point of view. But a lot of the features are optimized and shows nicely in the viewfinder, unlike in this one. But yeah, these are good competitors, but I would still choose Rollei 35 because of the lens. This one, close competitor, doesn't have all the features as this one. I don't know, just preference. And then the last here is Minox, a long line of Minox 35 cameras. This is the GTE. This one requires a battery to operate, but it's kind of semi-mechanical, electromechanical. Has like this flap that folds the lens in, has aperture and focusing there. And yeah, this one is an all-around nice camera. It's almost the same size as these three. So a long time ago, like in the 80s or 90s, if you look for a small compact, you wanted the best there is. It was these four was in the group. Now, which is I mean, these ones are all metal. These four here, these are all metal. This one is plastic or some glass fiber reinforced stuff. Made in Germany though. Now, what are my favorites of all of these, and what do I think of these? There used to be fights in forums about superiority of these. I mean, this is more of peculiarity. This was already old when these came out, so this is not kind of in the competition. I was just curious about how this is to use. Honestly, this one's viewfinder is horrible. It's like looking through a needle hole. This one, beautiful to use, beautiful lens. Absolutely, I have nothing bad to say, except they're getting more and more expensive if you want to find a functional one. Even my battery has been adjusted to modern batteries, so no problems there. Olympus, wonderful. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Petri color, I find this even more awkward to use than this one. Yeah, but I mean, it's just cute and small. It's mechanically, it's beautifully made. Then this one. This is probably, out of all of these, my favorite camera, the Minox 35. The image quality, you can do really crazy long exposures in this, in like the dusk and the moonlight and so on. It's able to do them. It's lightweight. It's easily conceivable. I mean, I just love Minox 35 cameras. I used this for a very long time. But they have a big problem, what I've noticed during the time. This one still works, never really needed. One time had it maintained, CLA'd, maybe 15 years ago. This one the same, once, hasn't needed ever since, if you just use regular. This one might need a repair, this one is no problem. This one doesn't work anymore. I've actually bought a few of these hoping they would work. None of them work. So it needs repair, it needs maintenance, lubrication, whatever. Some of them, one which I had, I don't know, something with the plastics had just gone with the age. I think it was from version from early 80s or late 70s. It had just gone all broken. It just, everything fell apart when the repairman tried to open it. It's just completely pointless. So this is a lovely camera. Unfortunately, time has not been good to it. And I mean, I would maybe dare to try to repair this, but I once opened one of these, and you need to have a professional who knows how to work with these Minox 35s to clean up. I think most likely the problem is the solenoids which operate the shutter. It's most likely the solenoids get gummed up with dirt and goo and oil and whatever, and they stop moving. But I would not hesitate. I would not try to repair this one. It's a bit delicate, but yeah, I'm unhappy. And finding these, you know, I looked in eBay and like, in eBay I can find these, I can find these, I can find these, I can sometimes find these because these were rare to begin with. Most preferred this if you had a lot of money, or this Olympus. Finding these in functional condition, yeah, it's most of the time you find non-functional, non-functional, non-functional. I bought some and tried, and yeah, they were non-functional. So I'm hoping I will find someone who can make this work to me, because this is despite being plastic, it's still extremely incredible piece of engineering. So here's my favorite small camera collection. Which is your preference? Yeah. My everyday shooters nowadays are these. This is so horrible to use. This one would be. I would probably take this one out more often than these, if it would just work. Yeah, if anyone knows a good, somewhere in Europe, or preferably in Finland where I live, a repair guy that is ready to clean up and make a Minox 35 GT or working again, it would be nice. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.